Right now, deer hunters are bundling up for what figures to be a chilly start to the gun deer hunt. We'll look at their preparations.
Plus, the tree is up at the Capitol Rotunda. Now they're just waiting to decorate it. How your child can be a part of this growing Wisconsin tradition.
And how a grant from an area group will help local kids achieve their dreams by getting them where they need to go to chase them. That's all coming up at 10. Thanks for joining us. Deer hunters across the state are getting ready to hit the stands tomorrow for Wisconsin's gun deer opener, and they are in for a chilly one.
But as the DNR tells our Armand Rahman, the weather may bring out more deer, but fewer hunters are out overall. Armand?
Yeah, guys, DNR officials tell me there was a spike in hunters during the pandemic because more people were looking for outdoor activities, but the numbers dropped right after because they say many avid hunters are aging out of the sport. It was the night before gun deer opener, and all through the stores, hunters were stocking up on gear to keep warm.
I'm getting my hand warmers, and I broke this last year, so I'm picking up a new one.
Rhyming aside, it is a lot like Christmas for them in more ways than one this year.
It has been about, 6 years or 7 years since we've had snow on opening day. If you shoot one and you're going to have a blood track, you're going to be able to see that easier.
With hunters excited for a white opener, the DNR says maybe the temperature won't feel so bad.
It's going to be one of the colder opening days that I can remember here in the last 10 years or so. I'm going to be out there with my 9-year-old daughter. So we're right now contemplating how many layers of clothes we have to put on.
Before sunrise, wind chills are expected to be in the single digits.
I'll just layer up a lot, bring extra snacks.
Nothing many hunters can handle.
One of the first years I hunted, the wind chill put it maybe in the -10s, -15, so this is definitely not the coldest.
That's a good thing, because according to the DNR, the number of hunters have been dropping since a spike during the pandemic. As of 4 p.m. today, license sales are down more than 2% from this time last year.
A lot of our hunters, the hunting demographics, are older. And so, as they start to fall out of being interested in hunting, how do we replace those individuals that are kind of done with their hunting career?
Less hunters means less information gathered from harvests.
Really to help improve the quality of the deer herd, make them healthier, get an idea of where disease prevalence is.
But for many, the hunting spirit isn't going anywhere anytime soon.
It's awesome. It really is, the whole hunt.
And a reminder, by law, you're required to register all of your deer by 5 p.m. the day after you shoot them.
Thank you, Armand. Looking over Madison right now, again, it is really cold out there, and it will stick around through the opening weekend. Here's Gary Canalti with a look at just how cold it's going to get.
Well, let's just take a look at the forecast for the opening of the gun deer season. The snow on the ground, I guess, is good as far as tracking, but as far as the temperatures, boy, 20 to start out with some snow showers around 7 a.m., mid-20 or low 20s by around lunchtime, then temperatures dropping off again later in the afternoon, and those wind chills will be in the single digits with brisk west to northwesterly winds about 15 to 25 miles per hour. The time lapse from the WISC-TV Skycam shows plenty of clouds today. A few flurries for the most part, didn't amount to very much, and even into the evening, skies actually started to clear out a little bit. Some flurries still over southeastern Wisconsin. There's a band of snow showers now moving through the Twin Cities and heading toward Eau Claire. Those could be in here sometime around 6 a.m. in Madison, probably about 4 a.m. over toward Juneau and Adams and Richland counties, and that could drop visibilities pretty quickly for a short period of time. Wind chills right now, that's what it feels like. Single digits through most of southern Wisconsin. Actual air temperatures are in the upper teens to lower 20s here in Dane County. Madison's at 19, so is Middleton. It's 20 in Oregon and 19 degrees in Cross Plains. But as we take a look at our Metro Futurecast overnight, look for a low of 18 in the next hour or two, and the temperatures actually rise a little bit overnight, but those snow showers developing toward morning. I'll tell you how much we can expect and when we'll warm up in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. Well, check this out. A major lake effect snowstorm dropping upwards of 3 feet of snow in some areas of western New York. I even saw reports tonight over 5 feet in some of those areas today.
No, thank you.
Buffalo residents began the process of clearing their porches, driveways, and streets. A state of emergency and travel ban have been issued in Erie County. The squalls could persist there through the weekend. Governor Tony Evers ordering flags to fly at half-staff Monday. This is in remembrance of last year's Waukesha Christmas parade tragedy. Monday marks the 1-year anniversary of the attack. 6 people were killed, dozens more were injured and traumatized. Waukesha city leaders say plans are underway for for a permanent memorial for the victims. And the man convicted of the attack, Darrell Brooks, was in and out of Waukesha County Court this afternoon. The court was set to take up the defendant's motion to stay the sentencing pending appeal, but instead the hearing adjourned early because paperwork had been misplaced. Brooks wrote his motion on a blank piece of paper during sentencing. The court made copies for all of the parties but misplaced theirs. The hearing will be rescheduled after their hard copy is located.
We are learning more about a deadly crash involving an Amtrak train in Brookfield last night. The train that was traveling from Chicago collided with a car. Police say the driver of the vehicle, a man in his 60s, died. Amtrak says there are no reported injuries to the 183 passengers or crew on board. A preliminary investigation revealed the driver had driven around the train crossing gates. And we have a traffic update for you. The weather delaying work at the Hairball intersection in downtown Madison. Tonight was supposed to be the last night of overnight closures, but that has now been extended to include Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday nights. South Blair Street will be fully closed between Railroad and East Wilson Streets.
Next tonight, criminal probes into former President Trump just got ratcheted up a notch. A special counsel will now take on the lead on those investigations. U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland announced he's turning over the investigations to Jack Smith, who has been with the DOJ since 1994 and will now oversee key aspects of a probe involving the January 6th insurrection and efforts to undo the 2020 presidential election, as well as the investigation into the former president's handling of classified documents at Mar-a-Lago.
As special counsel, he will exercise independent prosecutorial judgment to decide whether charges should be brought.
In a statement, Smith said he intends to conduct the assigned investigations, quote, independently, going on to say the pace of the investigations will not pause or flag under his watch.
And this was the scene outside of the U.S. Capitol in D.C. today. The Capitol Christmas tree arrived on the back of a flatbed truck this morning before being moved by crane to its spot on the west lawn. This year's tree was harvested from the Pisgah National Forest in North Carolina. In Madison, the holiday tree is also up in the Capitol Rotunda, and now it is time to get it decorated. Students across the state can pitch in for this. This year's decoration theme is Wisconsin Waters. Ornaments should be made with non-breakable materials and must be strong enough to hold up during shipping. If you are interested in getting involved, we have more information on channel3000.com.
In Rock County, construction on an historic hotel, a bit behind schedule. The owner of the Monterey Hotel tells us the reason: supply chain issues. However, the delay hasn't made the deep history of this site any less significant. The nearly 100-year-old hotel will become apartment units. The owner says people should be able to start leasing spots in the building beginning in April of 2023. For some kids in the Madison area, it is worth it to spend hours on a bus to get to a program at the Warner Park Community Center.
But as Nicole Herzog explains, a donation from a local group should soon improve that ride time and the vehicle they ride in.
For Charlie Wills, the decision was obvious.
It was the winning organization, actually by quite a long shot.
Wills and his group, 100 Men of Dane County, had 3 finalists to pick between for a $94,000 grant. They agreed on the Madison Parks Foundation for a clear reason.
Seeing them get the grant was just was pretty special.
The Parks Foundation runs the No program at Warner Park. It's a safe space for students from low-income, single-parent homes to get involved in sports, recreation, and career training.
We're it here on the north side. We're serving nearly 150 kids a week. And so, you know, again, I mean, having a space where youth can come and be social and see one another.
But to do that, many of the students have to catch the bus. Some ride for more than an hour to get to Warner Park.
Buses don't run when you want them to. They don't, you know, it takes a little longer to get to places when versus just kind of, having a direct ride.
Soon, that won't be a problem thanks to the 100 Men gift. The foundation will spend much of it on a van dedicated to this program and the peripheral job opportunities that appear from it.
Also within that refereeing program where, I mean, you have to be there at a certain time. You got to be there before the game is going to, start. So, having reliable transportation will go a long way in ensuring that we can get to where we need to be.
100 Men gives out smaller donations, too, 4 times a year, with funds coming from donor commitments. He says, much like this decision to choose Madison Parks, donors see an obvious return on their investments.
It's been really cool how big a heart somebody has to have. And as soon as they usually come to a meeting after they gave their first $1,000, they see the organization, they see the kids, and they see the impact. They're hooked. Your heart can not only but want to be in that room.
Reporting in Madison, I'm Nicole Herzog for News 3 Now.
100 Men of Dane County told us they are looking to add more donors to their group. You can sign up on their website to help other community organizations. And new tonight, a pretty impressive art display in the works at SSM Health's Madison East Clinic. The artist, former SSM staffer Artemio Huerta, is a muralist, and this is his third year in a row returning to paint a holiday scene across the waiting room windows on the second floor. He's been painting this week and plans to finish over the weekend.
Everything that you see here is just all him. You know, it's his imagination and his creativity that brings this place to life, and the people around it just, their eyes just open up and they're just astonished and in awe, and it's just beautiful.
Staff pulls together some money to pay for the paint he uses and to gift him for his time, but of course, Huerta says he would come simply because they asked. Still to come at 10, your weekend forecast and how long this cold will stick around.
Plus, the Goodman Community Center making one last push for donations ahead of Thanksgiving.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend. That's a 25-cent fuel saver this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Don't miss this red-hot weekend at Hy-Vee.
Thousands stranded on 9/11, a small town in Newfoundland that opened their homes. The Broadway musical, Come From Away.
The Internet of Things is evolving, creating the Internet of You. And Spectrum, America's leading internet and mobile provider, is bringing you seamless connectivity across all your devices. Introducing Spectrum One, Spectrum Internet with speeds of 300 megabits, advanced Wi-Fi, and Spectrum Mobile Unlimited, all for just $49.99 a month. Call 833-673-4999. Spectrum Internet delivers speeds up to a gig with over 99.9% network reliability. Advanced Wi-Fi provides enhanced security and privacy that automatically blocks threats to protect all of your devices. And Spectrum Mobile gives you unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G and the most reliable service coast to coast. Switch now. Call 833-673-4999. At Spectrum, it's not just about connecting things, it's about connecting you. Get it all with Spectrum One, Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and one line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited for $49.99 a month. Call 833-673-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright. So, this Black Friday, choose a vehicle in stock or simply place a custom order. Lock in your rate and you're protected, even if rates go up before your order comes in. Plus, thousands of vehicles are arriving daily, just in time for the holidays. This season, get a 2022 F-150 with 2.9% financing for 60 months, plus 500 accessories cash at your Ford dealer, and shine bright.
Right now, score the lowest prices of the year at Brothers Maine. You won't find lower prices anywhere. And enjoy our free delivery. Shop family-owned Brothers Maine's low price guarantee on brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, KitchenAid, and Amana. Feel like family. Brothers Maine.
Earn a 25-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $50 you spend. That's a 25-cent fuel saver this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Don't miss this red-hot weekend at Hy-Vee.
News 3 Now's Call for Action team gets results.
We're taking action for you.
Nearly 700 cases closed, more than $500,000 recovered, and we're not finished yet. When you need help, call for action only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. Chrysler, the maker of Ram trucks, is recalling hundreds of thousands of pickups over concerns about engine fires. The recall includes more than 248,000 heavy-duty pickups from 2020 through the 2022 model years. Those models include the 2500 and 3500. Chrysler has been investigating reports of engine fires since back in June. The company said it's aware of one minor injury and 48 reports of fires, complaints, or warranty claims. Carvana tonight announcing it plans to lay off 1,500 employees, or 8% of its workforce. Now, that's in addition to the 2,500 jobs the company had already planned to cut. Earlier this year, Carvana had 21,000 workers and a stock price that traded as high as $377 a share. Right now, Carvana stock has tumbled a whopping 97%, down to just $8 a share.
In less than a week, families across the country will gather around Thanksgiving holiday dinners that will cost more than they have in years. Experts say inflation, global food challenges, and supply chain issues mean you'll likely spend an average of $64 more to feed 10 people for Thanksgiving dinner. That is up $11 from what it cost last year and nearly $20 from 2 years ago.
Still operating at an elevated level. Food banks across the country will tell you that they're seeing more families now than they did even at the peak of the pandemic because of the rising food prices.
Seniors are among those at the highest risk of going without a meal on Thanksgiving Day. Transportation challenges and the lag in Social Security benefits mean they could be suffering in silence.
Also this year at the Goodman Community Center, they are still looking for a few donations to continue their 34-year tradition of donating those Thanksgiving baskets.
Our McKenna Alexander shares how the center's annual Thanksgiving bag donation will give thousands of Madison families a full stomach come Thursday.
The holidays are a time for giving back, and that's exactly what's happening this weekend in the Goodman Community Center. Starting on Saturday and lasting until Tuesday, Madison area families in need will receive baskets of Thanksgiving food, complete with canned vegetables, mac and cheese, rolls, potatoes, pumpkin pie, turkey, and of course,
stuffing, because you can't have Thanksgiving without stuffing.
34 years ago, this production was for just a few hundred families in the Madison area. Now, it's grown to serve over 4,000 families for Thanksgiving meals. Helping those in need is something that's clearly a big force on the east side. Goodman Community Center officials say each year they have to turn away volunteers because so many want to help pack and distribute these baskets.
Yeah, I mean, we're a community center, so we're all about bringing people together. We're all about community, and so it just makes sense that we would celebrate a holiday that is about exactly that.
Friday morning, the center received a donation of $10,000, as well as a story that brought tears to people's eyes.
We made a new friend at the Goodman Center today. Terry came in to tell me all about his late wife, Ellen Marie Dudley, and he found a note from her that was talking about supporting his neighbors and making an impact in the community. And he called us to say, I saw this news and I have to make a $10,000 gift to this effort. And, you know, I think I cried, and it was amazing.
A legacy of giving back. That's helping fund yet another year of Thanksgiving baskets, so that this holiday, everyone can gobble their way to a second or third slice of pie. In Madison, for News 3 Now, this is McKenna Alexander.
A cute little turkey there. For an updated list on what food items are still needed, just visit the Goodman Center's website.
News 3 Now is a very proud sponsor of this year's donation drive. And here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti with a look at a chilly forecast.
Yeah, chilly. We've had some flurries. Tomorrow we might even have some light snow showers. But that's nothing compared to what's happening in western New York State. Look at these bands of just heavy lake effect snow squalls just like in a line coming right off of Lake Erie, right into the south part of Buffalo. Also another band coming off of Lake Ontario up into the Watertown area. Watertown has had 2 feet of snow. This is a radar estimate just over the last 24 hours. See these darker red shading areas here? That's as high as it goes, and that means over 36 inches of snow just over the last 24 hours in these areas here. And if you take a look at some of the snowfall reports, that lines up very well with some of the highest ones we've seen. 66 inches in Orchard Park, New York. That's 5.5 feet. That's exactly how tall I am. 51 inches in Hamburg, 48 inches in Blaisdell, St. Elmo, and a little over 40 inches in East Aurora, a little more than 3 feet in West Falls, New York, and it continues to snow there. So it puts our snow by comparison in perspective. Still some heavy lake effect snow squalls in southwestern Michigan. They could see an additional 6 to 12 inches of snow and maybe an additional couple of inches up by Lake Superior. But this band of snow showers doesn't look like too much right now to our north and west, but that will move through tomorrow morning, and 6-hour future track radar picks that up pretty well. We could see some isolated bursts of snow that could drop visibility to less than a mile for a short period of time, and it could also make roads slick, so be aware of that. It'll probably be from about maybe 4 a.m. to 8 a.m., the greatest time for that to come through, at least the Madison area. 3 things you need to know in our forecast. Again, those snow showers and flurries overnight into tomorrow morning. By Sunday morning, the skies clear clear out, we could see near record cold temperatures in the upper single digits, and then a rain, a mix, or some snow showers as we head into Thanksgiving and Friday. High temperatures at least back up closer to normal in the lower 40s, but as they drop into the upper 30s by Black Friday, it's possible we could see a mix of rain and snow. Future track from the European computer model keeps most of the precipitation on Thanksgiving up to the north. That would be great as far as travel is concerned, but the USGFS computer model shows rain developing on Thanksgiving. That's okay, but then as we turn colder, that could mix with snow, especially Thursday night into Black Friday. So again, we'll have to keep an eye on that to see if that happens. Right now, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it doesn't. Snow showers and flurries tomorrow morning. It'll be windy and cold, the high of 23 early with temperatures holding nearly steady through the day. Planning your day for tomorrow, 17 for the high in Waunakee, 23 Middleton, 17 in Fitchburg, and across the rest of southern Wisconsin, 18 in Platteville, 19 in Monroe. It'll be windy as well, so wind chills will be in the single digits. Planning your day, again, the clouds coming in tonight, snow showers between about 4 and 8 o'clock in the morning. Once those pull out, the winds pick up out of the northwest and temperatures actually hold steady or even drop off during the afternoon, but the snow should amount to less than an inch in any given area. 7 to 10 day forecast, we go from 30 Sunday to 35 Monday, to 40 on Tuesday. That's after an 8-degree early morning low on Sunday, and then toward Thanksgiving holiday, again, a chance of rain or snow. By the rest of the holiday weekend, things looking pretty quiet with highs in the upper 30s.
And the final stretch of the regular season begins tonight for Badger volleyball. How Wisconsin broke out the brooms in New Jersey. That's coming up in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Love that Chevy Blazer. That's our next SUV. Love that Equinox. That's our next SUV.
Nice Trailblazer.
It was love at first sight. What?
The Chevy family of SUVs. Find new options. Find new roads. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.99% financing or $1,000 cash allowance on all 2022 Equinox models. Plus, unlock your code to claim an additional $500 Chevy Cybercash. Visit ChevyCybercash.com today.
Leisure Concepts has your new hot tub in stock and ready for immediate delivery. Steel and composite construction, whisper quiet perimeter insulation, ozone, UV, and salt systems on any model. Free delivery, cover lift, steps, training, and all at the lowest price. Learn to love winter fully submerged in hot, turbulent water. Get to Leisure Concepts and see almost 70 hot tubs in our packed showroom on the Beltline at the Park Street exit.
Upgrade your space and maximize storage with Closet Solutions during the last 11% off in 2022. ClosetMate offers high-quality, multifunctional home organization solutions that will keep your home looking neat and tidy, whether it's hanging clothes in mountable wired shelving or storing accessories in durable designer's image wooden closet sets. These Closet Solutions are everything you need to keep your home organized. Save big and get 11% off all Closet Solutions at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
for their final 4 matches of the regular season, and 3 of those are against ranked conference opponents, so it's a tough stretch ahead. Well, the trip begins in New Jersey, taking on Rutgers, and the Badgers set the tone from the start. On the attack, it's Ulia Orgel and Devin Robinson. Then Anna Smrek is going to hold it down at the net. UW opens set 1 on an 8-0 scoring run, and they hold the Scarlet Knights to just 13 points in this opening set. Now, if you think that's impressive, they only allow 10 in the third. Wisconsin breaks out the brooms tonight behind a 13-kill performance by Orgel. The Badgers have now won 15 straight matches. The last time Monroe made it to state, the year was 1996. The last time it took home a title, that was back in 1994. But this was the year the Cheesemakers were going to end the streak, and they played like it all season long. Standing in their way in the Division III title game, West Salem. And from the start, Monroe flexed their muscles. No score in the first, Keaton Sweeney rumbles in from 10 yards out with the Cheese on the board. And then it was just another episode of the Tucker Markham Show. The senior rushed for 170 yards and 4 scores as a team Monroe ran through West Salem like they were Swiss cheese, racking up 341 yards on the ground. Cheesemakers win their first state title since 1994 with a 35-14 win.
You always prepare for the uphill battle, and right now it's going to take a little while to sink in. We've never had it easy, and I'm so proud of these guys. They've worked so hard.
It feels great. I mean, the guys have all been working towards it. I mean, we've all been playing together for 7 years. It's been a heck of a journey. We put in all the time. Got so far last year, came up short, coming all the way this year, going undefeated, getting the job done. It feels awesome.
Doesn't get any bigger on the ice than this weekend's series for the Wisconsin women's hockey team. It's Minnesota week, and this border battle has 2 of the best, not only in the WCHA, but the nation facing off against each other. The Badgers enter ranked 3rd, while the Gophers come to Laban number 1. Last year, UW struggled, losing 3 of 4 against their rival, so this series is one they're definitely looking forward to.
We're so hyped up for these games because we've had these couple weeks off, and yeah, we're just really excited.
Being a 5th year, it's definitely one of those that I circle on my calendar for sure and definitely look forward to. They're some of the most competitive games of the year. Playing Ohio is fun and stuff, but playing Minnesota is definitely one of the most fun.
Just a reminder, you can watch Wisconsin's Border Battle Series against Minnesota on Television Wisconsin. Puck drops at 2 on Saturday and Sunday. And in action tonight, the men's hockey team, they're hosting Lindenwood for 2. The Badgers win it 4-3. Game 2 of the series is tomorrow night. Puck drops at 7. Fresh off a win, the Bucks hit the road to face the 76ers for the 2nd time this season, and it's a back-and-forth battle out in Philly. Late 4th quarter, they're down by 2, while Drew Holiday knocks it down to tie it up. Well, seconds later, the Sixers answer. D'Anthony Melton drains a triple from the corner to give them the lead, and they hold on to it. The Bucks fall 110-102. We'll be right back.
Something totally different.
This holiday season at the Century House, give $50 or more to charity and get $200 off any stressless recliner with power, any stressless recliner and ottoman, or any stressless office chair. Or get $200 off each stressless sofa seat or $400 off all stressless Mayfair recliners and ottomans in all Paloma leather colors. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
I became an orthopedic surgeon for a lot of reasons.
For a lot of reasons.
For a lot of reasons.
To help you take walks again. To ease your pain.
To rebuild your strength.
And at every step along the way, we take the time to answer all your questions.
We're here because we care.
We care about you. You. You.
They care about me.
Sauk Prairie Healthcare Orthopedics, now offering robotic-assisted knee replacement.
In a recent clinical study,
patients using Salonpas patch reported reductions in pain severity,
using less or a lot less oral pain medicines,
and improved quality of life. That's why we recommend Salonpas. It's good medicine.
Here's to the guy with the tree in his kitchen who can't talk right now because his elderly neighbor needs help. Here's to the generator in the middle of the street with extension cords running to 4 different houses. Here's to the countless acts of kindness that helped the Midwest recover from one of the worst storms in recorded history. You've given a whole new meaning to the term silver lining. The worst brings out our best.
At Honda, we know you have to drive through the mud if you want to reach the rainbow. Brave the desert before you find the oasis. Conquer the mountain to see how far your dreams can take you. The all-new CR-V and CR-V Hybrid, part of the Honda line of rugged vehicles. Touching the stars.
DePaco Credit Union members are better together because together members share thank yous, a DePaco-only perk that thanks members in cash. And because you're not just a member, you're also an owner, everyone benefits. How will this year's nearly $3.7 million in thank yous benefit you and your community? Since 2016, DePaco members have shared nearly $24.4 million. We truly are better together. Join the movement where your member ownership pays. Visit your nearest DePaco branch or join online at depaco.com.
Get ready for the rock and roll ride of your life with the final tour of Winter Dance Party, a tribute to Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper. Saturday, November 19th, presented by the Friends of the Performing Arts Center in Middleton. Tickets available online now.
This portion of News 3 Now sponsored by RG Heating and Air Conditioning.
Finally tonight, one of Andy Warhol's silkscreen prints of a mangled car crash sold for $85.4 million at auction. Sotheby's auction house in New York called the sum monumental. Yeah, no kidding. White Disaster. That's the picture. Created in 1963. It's a colossal image from the artist's Death and Disaster series. For the artwork, Warhol duplicated a single image of an automobile accident 19 times in black and white. It is 12 feet tall, 6 feet wide, making it the largest of his car crash works. Okay.
Okay.
Some happy artwork.
Right, isn't it just?
Gary, final check. Not real happy in western upstate New York and a little chilly here.
That snow is as tall as I am out there. Some flurries over southeastern Wisconsin. Less than an inch tonight, so not 66 inches.
It's like 70 inches now, Gary. You're getting taller. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good and have a great weekend.